Let me show you how to cook any bean in an Instant Pot. I've started by soaking my beans for 8 to 12 hours overnight. This is not necessary with an Instant Pot or pressure cooker, but it does improve evenness with the cooking. And you can see the difference in the beans and how much they've swelled up with the soaking. When beans are harvested, they can sometimes pick up stones with the harvesters, so just double check and make sure there are no stony bits in your beans. And also, if you've got any beans that have split, you'll want to remove those as well. Some important tips when you're cooking beans. The fresher the dried bean, the more likely it is to soften up and be delicious. If your beans are very old, they might never soften no matter how long you soak or boil them.
After soaking, drain your beans, then give them a good rinse.
I used 1 cup of dried pinto beans before soaking, and the ratio is 3 parts water to 1 part beans. So I'm adding 3 cups of water to my Instant Pot. You want to make sure, depending on the size of your Instant Pot, that your water and beans don't come more than halfway. The beans are really going to plump up, and you don't want it to overflow and end up causing an issue in your pressure cooker. Now add in your kombu. The kombu is optional, but it releases minerals that raises the pH and makes the beans softer faster. It also helps to improve digestibility, and it gives it a little umami flavor. You could add in a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda to the mixture, but not everybody enjoys that flavor. But it will give the same cooking result. You can order kombu online, or you can find it in your local Asian specialty store. Don't be tempted to add any salt or anything acidic like vinegar or tomatoes at this stage. That can slow down the cooking process and ruin your beans. I'm using the stew setting, but if you have a manual setting, I'd recommend using that. And I'm going to set this for 25 minutes. I have the pressure valve closed so that it naturally releases and I don't release any of the steam myself. That will help ensure the beans stay creamy.
Here are the cooking times for the 10 most popular beans.
A really important note for kidney beans, make sure they're completely fully cooked through. This is absolutely critical because kidney beans can actually be very dangerous and deadly if they're not completely cooked. It's taken a bit of time for it to naturally release, but that will mean the beans are perfect. I'm going to pull out that bit of kombu, which is broken down quite a lot in the Instant Pot. And I'm going to salt my beans in this bowl. You can do it straight in the Instant Pot, but it just makes it easier for you to see what I'm doing. While the broth and the beans are still hot, you want to season them, so add in a good few pinches of salt. I'm probably adding in about 3 tablespoons. Beans really need the salt. Give that a stir, and just let those sit for a bit for that salt to really soak in. And once it's cooled to room temperature, you can store your beans or go ahead and eat them. You can add in your seasonings, whether that's just salt or a little bit of vinegar, or if you wanted to add some additional seasonings to jazz them up. The beans should have a tiny little bit of texture, but should squish pretty easily within your fingers. Let me show you one cut in half. You can see it's nice and creamy looking, not chalky at all, and ready for storage or eating.
When I make beans, I like to make a big batch and then I freeze them in portions so they're ready to use whenever I need them. These compartmentalized freezer cubes are perfect for this purpose. But my nonno used to let the beans cool down completely and then just pop them in a Ziploc bag and freeze them. It's really important to note that you shouldn't store beans outside of the refrigerator at room temperature if they haven't been canned. Beans can easily pick up bacteria and make you sick if they're not properly stored. This is going into the freezer.
If you found this video helpful, please head down below and hit the like button. And while you're there, why not let me know what your favorite bean is in the comments? If you're looking for a great bean recipe, you have to try my Tuscan ribolita. It is so hearty and warming, and it's a delicious way to use up beans. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.